Good evening. We're with the International Dyslexia Association Oregon branch, and we are going to be joined by two of our student panel members here shortly, Bella and Owen. We were doing a summer series, which we paused momentarily for as we got some insights from a parent last week, but we're going to continue it this week with these two students. So excited to bring you their journey and talk to you about some of their challenges, but also ways that they have found to thrive. So they will be joining us shortly. Reminder, drop us a line if you have any questions. You can also email us at the branch, International Dyslexia Association Oregon branch. So we're happy to answer your questions, and we're here to support any way we can.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Let's get you guys on. So we got Bella and Owen, and we're excited to share their story with you. So thank you so much for joining, both of you. And maybe I'm going to ask this question to both of you. When and maybe just talk to us about your journey of being diagnosed with dyslexia.
So we were just our dad told us at a yogurt shop. I don't know. A yogurt shop. I got diagnosed in 6th grade, like summer of 6th grade. And so I went into 7th, like not really knowing what was happening.
Yeah.
And like the summer of 6th grade when I got diagnosed, we started like doing going to the reading clinic where they would help us develop our reading skills and how to sound out, like how to break apart words so we could read them better and stuff like that.
Yeah. Was that your experience as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember those days of going to tutoring, so I'm sure very similar type work. Can you describe like what are some of the challenges you have in the classroom?
We go to a private school, so we don't really have that much problems. We go to a dyslexic private school. Our teachers encourage us to talk and say what's wrong. A lot of my teachers say that. So, but like before we went to the school we're going to now, it was more like teachers didn't really know what it was, and teachers like didn't really know what to do. They were just like, oh, okay. And then they kind of just like forgot about it and didn't really do anything.
Yeah. How nice is it to be in a supportive environment versus that situation where you kind of had to like remind or advocate for yourself on a daily basis, it sounds like.
It's good. It's a lot better than having to like remind the teacher all the time. That's like, I can't really do this.
And you both are on the Oregon Dyslexia panel. Can I ask what encouraged you to like, what got you started? Why did you want to join that group?
Well, my sister joined first because she's older than me, a year. And so then after I could join, I joined. And so we did that. I just wanted to do the games and activities they did. I don't know what my sister's reason for that is, though. Yeah, I kind of joined like this. When I was in school and I I was dyslexic, I didn't really know there was like that. I mean, I thought dyslexia was kind of like a rare thing because
I had never heard anybody else having it other than my brother. So I was like, oh, our family might be really weird because we both have it, and it might just be something that's like really rare. And then like I was put in the Read 180 program, which is where you go and you read and do all these like little workshops and stuff. And there was a bunch more kids with dyslexia, and I was like, oh, I didn't know there was this many people.
You know, it's interesting you say that because I remember going through it at school and I didn't think that there was anyone else that had dyslexia. I thought it was really rare too. And then so to learn about stories, the different stories and so many people that have it, I think is really a nice thing. And it's a nice thing that you both are on the student panel because you're creating this community and you're making it bigger and stronger. And I think, you know, the reasons for joining the games, the activities, and Shelby does a great job of recruiting our students to be part of this organization. But I think too, something that Shelby mentioned about the both of you is just your ability to advocate for other people and to recognize that you're going through struggle, but then that there are other people that are struggling too, and to want to support them. I think that's just such a courageous and beautiful thing that you both are doing. So it's awesome. Um, Talk to me about some of your strengths. What do you both like to do maybe outside of the classroom?
We both like playing video games. We're both creative. And Bella and me like art. I like listening to old music like AC/DC and music video ruins the video star or something like that. So
Yeah, we both play a musical instrument, and I'm doing animation class right now.
What instruments are you playing?
I play the marimba, which is pretty much it's like a xylophone, but it's made out of wood.
and much bigger.
And yeah, some of them can be really big.
I play the trombone.
That's awesome. Yeah. Are you, it does, you know, I found with like dyslexia for me, sometimes the challenges of like some of those motor skills of like tying my shoe or holding a pencil were challenges. Has any of that come up for you or playing the music, or are you able to maneuver around that?
It's fine with me. It was harder for me to learn how to tie my shoes and hold a pencil correctly because I have dyslexia.
And talk.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble talking too.
Yes.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to the challenges of holding a pencil. My handwriting was not very legible, still isn't very legible today. So, um, what assistive technology do you both use in the classroom? Because I think some of the students that are listening or people listening might want to know like what tools they can use to maybe help them in the classroom.
So, Grammarly is a good way to help fix typing and read and write and easy spell are um, reading tools that you highlight what you want it to read and it will read it to you. Those are on Chrome and Grammarly's on not
Chrome.
Chrome.
Phone too, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Grammarly's only for those two devices. I mean,
Yeah.
for almost all devices.
Yeah, and then our school strong when you get your computer, it they give you instructions on how to set it up and apps you should install.
Yep.
The first one on the list is Read and Write. They're
Yeah.
install it, get it, and they when you first walk in, they're like, do you have Read and Write on your computer? Do you have Grammarly? Do you have all this stuff hooked up? And another thing they use a lot especially for English, is Reading Ally.
Yes.
They give you your account and everything. They tell you to hook it up, and then For English, that's where you can go and you can download your books that you listen to,
Yeah.
and yeah.
It's like Overdrive, but you can see the words while it's listening. It's reading it to you.
Yeah.
Do you find that strategy helpful in terms of absorbing the material?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it depends, like the story. Sometimes I just like listening to it. I feel like sometimes they're looking at the words while it's trying to like read it. Like if it's trying to read it to me and I'm trying to like look at the words, I end up reading it, and sometimes I like tune out the story, and then when I like realize like the story is way farther ahead than I am reading, and I'm like, oh wait.
Yeah, that it makes a ton of sense to me.
Yeah.
Like just being able to listen to it and absorb it is helpful. But for those listening, the students tonight are mentioning Grammarly and using Learning Ally and a number of other programs that can be used through Chrome or the iPhone app. Um, Also, on the International Dyslexia Association Oregon page, we have a list of technologies that are used, and there's not one size fits all. I think and maybe you all can touch on it. It's kind of trial and error on what works best for you, whether it's just listening or reading and listening, but having just the ability to have those tools at your disposal is really helpful. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
What would you like educators to know about dyslexia?
It's a disability that you can not you can write and read, but it's harder for you to write and read
I would
because
say like if you don't know what it is, if like when your students come to you and say that they have dyslexia, go research about it. Go learn what you can to so that you can help them, and not just be like all my other teachers, be like, oh okay, and then forget about it. Like go search it up, learn what you can to like help them, maybe like talk to them and their parents about how you can help.
I like that. And then how about for like students that maybe were in your shoes before you knew other students had dyslexia? What would your message be to them?
uh, get the apps so it will be easier for you to read, write, and do research on what can help you get a higher step in school and life.
Like talk to maybe like your parents about figuring out ways that can also help you like learn how to like make it so it's not as bad having to so it's easier to read and write as you get older, and not you're not like older and you don't know how to really do anything.
Yeah, that advocacy piece is huge, right? The ability to, whether it's parents or support members, being able to talk to somebody that can help you um, get those tools and get organized. I think that's really important. Well said. I'm going to leave the final words with you both. So you can have one message each or one last thing for the audience, and it can even just be reiterating what you've already said. But I like to leave the final word with the guests. So what would that message be?
Uh,
I would say don't don't because I know my school especially they were like, oh, we'll see if she does this semester and then we'll see if she needs a 504. That never happened. Like I waited forever and nothing happened. So I was don't be afraid to like keep pushing to get things to help you, like 504 and all the stuff you need to help you.
mm-hmm. And try to get a compliment, try to get an upper hand in school and life because it will help, But
Yeah, definitely taking advantage of those accommodations, right? Like those are extremely important. Can't, I mean, those were huge helps for me. They sound like they would have been huge helps for the both of you. Bella and Owen, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us tonight, and all your work on the student panel. It's just tremendous work that you both are doing and making it easier for other students like yourselves going forward. So we so appreciate it. If you're listening tonight and have questions about these technologies that both these students talked about tonight, please visit us at the Oregon branch. Drop us an email. We're happy to share resources that we have available on those pages. And Bella and Owen, thank you once more, and you both have a great night.
You too.
Take care.
Bye. Have a good day.